In this video, we will practice dimensioning a plan view drawing in AutoCAD. If you have not set up the aligned dimensioning style utilized in architecture and interior design drawings, watch the video entitled Setting Up the Architectural Dimension Style. If you have already created the aligned dimension style in a previous assignment, it is easy to import the dimension and text styles into a new drawing. Let's begin by demonstrating how to import the aligned dimension style from a previous drawing. Open the drawing in which the dimension style was created. If you followed the video, then you should also have a custom text style embedded into the dimension style, which will automatically update in the new drawing as well. To start the import process, grip a dimension. Copy the dimension. To do this, type Ctrl-C on a PC or Command-C on a Mac. Then toggle over to the new drawing. Paste the dimension into the new drawing. To do this, type Ctrl-V on a PC or Command-V on a Mac. Pick anywhere in the drawing to place the dimension. The dimension and embedded text style have now been imported into the new drawing. Make the imported dimension and text style current. Erase or delete the dummy dimension we used during the import process. Let's get started putting the rules of dimensioning into practice for this tutorial. Open the drawing provided. Toggle on the annotative dimension icons located on the lower right-hand corner of model space. Set the annotative dimension scale to 1/4 inch equals 1 foot 0 inches. Set the current layer to a dimension layer such as A dimensions. It doesn't really matter as long as the dimension follows the dimensioning style prescribed in the Industry Layers handout or the official AIA layer standards. If you do not see a layer for dimensions, create one. Double-check that OSNAP and object tracking is toggled on, and that you have the following OSNAP settings checked: endpoint, midpoint, and perpendicular. Locate the dim linear dimension icon in AutoCAD, or type at the command line, dim linear. Return Enter key. Pick the outside edge of the wall. The next point should be the midpoint of the window. Drag the dimension up the construction line and make a final pick point. Doors and windows are dimensioned to the center lines and framed by a rough opening dimension, defined in the door and window schedule. Dimensioning to the center lines of openings in framed construction ensures that the windows and doors are precisely placed. This greatly helps to avoid errors in placement along the exterior elevation. Next, locate the Continue dimension icon, or type at the command line, dim continue. Return Enter key. AutoCAD automatically builds off of the last dimension that you placed. Pick the edge of the next wall line. Let's take a hyper pause here. When dimensioning, always pick on object lines. AutoCAD will automatically create the gap between the object and extension lines according to the value we defined in the format settings. Always pick only on objects, not other dimension or extension lines. AutoCAD will create the dimension for you. In addition, where you pick on the object line matters. Always pick on the outside edge of the wall line you are dimensioning, instead of the inside wall. If you pick the inside wall intersection as seen here, the extension line will be placed on top of an object line. This is incorrect. Instead, pick the furthest intersection line of the walls as seen here, to ensure that there is always be a gap between the extension line and the object line. Dimensions should not conflict or overlap object lines. Finish the rest of the first string of dimensions which defines all window and door openings. Pick the Escape key to end the Continue dimension command. Let's look at what we just dimensioned and make some adjustments. The first string of dimensions defines the window and door openings. The next string of dimensions defines the structural plane changes. Every time the wall changes in depth, such as these bump outs here, an overall dimension is required. Pick on each edge of the wall to be defined. The last string of dimensions is an overall dimension. Repeat the same dimensioning strategies on each side of the structure. If the overall dimension is the same on more than one side, you only need to dimension one side of the structure. Do not double dimension the same thing. The final step in this tutorial is to set up the Arch D size sheet in Paperspace and set the drawing scale to 1/4 inch equals 1 foot 0 inches. If you need assistance setting up the Arch D-size sheet, refer to the previous video entitled AutoCAD Architectural Sheet Setup.